Oh, hello? Come on. Back the PNG tuber, please. There he is. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? We'll get into a bunch of stuff, I promise. Don't you worry. Just give me a quick second to make sure I have everything else together. This can go back in here. Don't need to carry that. Okay. Yep, so touch. All right. Hello, everybody. Oh, I forgot that this is all different now. I don't have my Fulbright. I got none of that stuff. I haven't played Minecraft in almost an entire update or two. That's fun. Let me get through and say hello to everybody individually as I try to. What do you mean advancement? Oh, that's right, because the new version of the game where it redoes all your achievements. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. So weird. Anyway, let me quickly say hello to everybody individually, of course. Hello, user. I see you go by a new name now. So yes, hello. I hope you're doing well. Yes, Jesse. I know it's been a while. Let's scroll the way up. Hello, I think that's Minsu, I believe, is Blacklight, District fan. Hello, Lucifer. Hello, Cased. How are you doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm reciting the shanty from Gaster. I have no idea what that is. It goes to show, I did not play a lot of, I only played Undertale, and I didn't really play a ton of it. I played it originally intending to upload it, and just never did. So yeah. The friendly neighborhood Canadian Florida man has arrived. Well, hello, Zero. Gaster's a pirate. No. Gaster from, like, Undertale and Deltarune spoke in Wingdings, if I remember correctly. How am I doing? Oh, you know, I'm alive. Alright, so I'll quickly explain a bunch of things on where I've been. Because I know Lucifer asked, so I'll go into it quickly. Gaster's a green pirate that got sent to the void because he wanted to play Undertale. Interesting. You just moved out, user? Well, congratulations on moving out. Hopefully it was a good reason and not a bad reason, but congratulations on being able to do so. While I'm here. Words. Yep. You leave a Phantom alone with no new Deltarune chapter for a week. Yeah. I know. I'm not looking forward to making my own story for that reason. I cried at least 11 times thinking you were dead. Nah. Nah, don't do that. What? Hello? Hello? Did my bot do the break like he does sometimes? Hold on. No, they're working. It's showing. Hold on. He was coming into chat and saying hello, right? Hold on. Did I miss it? Let me check this chat, because that's usually when I use. Okay, yeah, no, it's working. Weird. That doesn't work on Twitch? Yeah, no, it doesn't. Don't worry. First he was a pirate, then he was Gru, now he's Dr. Eggman? Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. I stay as far away from Deltarune as I can. I'm not on Twitch, I'm not on YouTube anymore. That's totally fine. You're welcome to watch wherever you would like to. Look, the only reason I stream to all platforms is so that, or all platforms, YouTube and Twitch right now, is because where people want to watch. I don't mind. All right. Before I get too thrown around too much, here's what's been going on. 1, life. 2, my house has become very, very busy. And where me and my fiance live, I do not have my full setup there yet. So, as some of you may remember, beginning of the year, my mother ended up hurting herself, so I had been sticking around to try and make sure everything was being handled, you know, everything in the house, my mother was okay. And slowly, it's kind of been one of those where, yeah, it's starting to look better, but as soon as one thing happens, it's just all into chaos. So, I've been trying to juggle my time between the two. With work, So, yeah, I apologize. It is a bit hard to, it's a bit hard to keep everything going at once. I am doing my best, but, stream is not... I wouldn't say stream is not a main priority, but it's that... As I've expressed before, as I don't make a lot of money from Twitch, and I don't make any money from YouTube yet, it's not something I can put hours and hours and hours of my day into and make sure everything's going well. So, yeah, I apologize. Remember the friend inside me theory? No, don't even remember what that is. Yeah, no idea what that means. Can't forget my first quest I said to you. I'll be honest, I might have. Gotta tell you something. What's up, Lucifer? So, life's gotten in the way. Let's see. I had a business opportunity that was really exciting, and I was kind of debating on doing, but it would have taken me away from stream almost entirely. And I was told not to do it, so hooray. Alright, fuck you, Twitch. I watched the last VOD to keep my streak. What do you mean I'm at 1 again? Sorry, Tolly. It's my fault. I should just stream more often. Be a big brother again? Congratulations. I was at 93. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules, Twitch does, and we all know how Twitch is with rules. But... I'm so mad, I understand. I'm also mad at myself. It's all my fault. Anyway. They're 1? No, these are 3s. Oops. Got a question. Collect a whole tree. What do you mean by that? Hello, Byans. How are you doing? Hello, Mel. How are you doing? I'm terrified. It's a girl. That's okay. Okay to be terrified. That's kind of normal. Hi, Mel. How are you doing today? Hi, Byans. How are you doing? Welcome. Autocorrect. It's okay. Hello, Unknown Plays. How are you? Look at all the people. I'm good. I have a meeting at 8 a.m. Should probably sleep, but oh well. How are you? Well, I was just getting into all that. What if she doesn't love me like I love her? That is just what happens, but everyone moves, you know... First of all, it's a child. They will love you just because you exist in their life. Just throwing that out there. But, you know, it'll be okay. I'm certain it will. Hello, Ethan. You love Minecraft? So do I. Do I remember you? I believe I do. I remember the name, but I can't remember if you've changed parts of it, but I believe I do. Oh, look, there's Nightbot. All right, let's go sit up here so we can get them all. Hello, DH. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Shadow responders. Somebody else used to use the name Unknown like that, so maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But yes, hello. Autocorrect's killing everybody today. Do I have Geometry Dash on my PC? No, I do not. Alright, let's stand up. I still can. Whoa! Well, that's why we don't keep I was gonna say, I haven't had my webcam plugged in for a while, and it just fell because it wasn't. Oh, Lucifer, you'll be fine. I promise you'll be fine. What is happening? Well... So weird, I shivered in time with the fall. You caused it, Mel. It's your fault. So, what's happening? Well, right now the joke was Minecraft hardcore is too hard, but as some of you can see at the top left, we've been here for 949 days, so, yeah. It's so hard. Really, I did all the way down here, correct. We're gonna quickly just fix my armor, fix my tools, and we're just gonna kind of catch up and talk. I haven't streamed in a while. Hello, Bobbert. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Keep up the spirit, always. Hurt myself doing something stupid, now my leg is bleeding? Well, you should take care of that, that's kind of important. You're gonna be streaming again? Congratulations, Lucifer. Practicing violin? Congratulations, hopefully you're doing well. Am I creative? No. Finally made a skeleton farm? I've had this skeleton farm forever. This skeleton farm has been here for a long time. I have longer than my friend and he played Minecraft longer than me? That's a good thing. Wait, this is... I'll be back, take your time. Alright. So let's try and explain everything that's been going on. So as I expressed, I don't have a computer where I normally stay, or not a computer capable of streaming, so I'm slowly working on getting everything set up there so I can stream, but we'll see. That's one. Two, streaming has not been the biggest priority to me, just a mix of reasons, just life gets in the way, and I'm not gonna... As I've kind of explained in the past, I'll probably fall asleep to stream, but I hope it goes well. No worries, Mel. Have a good night. As I was explaining earlier, I don't really make much from stream. So for me, it's not a job, so I do this for fun, and when I have time, I do it. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. So first things, I just realized I don't have any picture of, so give me a second. Because I know some people will want to see it, so I'll put it on stream briefly, and that's it. Because I'm not in the... Hold on. I am not in the, Thank you, Dee Dee, for the resub. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it a lot, though. Thank you. How are you doing, Deity? Well, you came in at the right time. Hi, Void. You already know about this, and so does Mel, and so does Zero. So, give me a second while I quickly grab these images. Crabrave, yep. Crabrave is my sub sound. No, you can't go in the fan art folder. Sorry, these are not fan art. Give me a second. I'm gonna show you all something fucking funny. Hold on. Okay. Doing well. Happy to hear that. I got banned from a friend SMP for killing 3 villagers, so I chose to never join his SMP again because I hate villagers. I only use them if they're trapped being forced to trade. I mean, that's a way of looking at it, I guess. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I got a wheel. Congratulations. Let me quickly, I will show one of these images quickly, as part of the reason why I have not been here. I don't know if Eclipse has actually shown it, but I know that people have... I know some people have seen it, but not all. Oh my god, he's huge. Get down here. This it is mine and Eclipse's kitten that we ended up getting. For those who are curious, no, I am not an animal person, nor am I very into any form of animal at this point. Kitten, dog, anything. But I have obtained a son. I see that you're all calling him by his middle name. Can you all be, like, respectful for a minute? Am I famous? Fuck no. I've been doing this for over 15 years. You think if I was famous, I'd be doing this, you know, every month? No, I'd be doing it every day because I'd be making something from it. Sorry to be, like, really kind of honest about it, but if I was famous, I would absolutely be doing this every day. Even if I wasn't and I had the time, I'd be doing this every day, honestly, but yeah, the guy. Thank you. He's the guy. Ban me from her stream. Interesting. I can't stop that. I'm fine. So, I like dogs, but it's so cute. Yeah, I'm not fond of any animal. So, there you go. I'm now deleting that. I got banned because I kept spamming lemons. I mean, that's an understandable reason, then. Like, completely, that's a valid reason. I mean, we all have our rule. I was hungry. Yeah, but you kept spamming. How did I get him? I went to... Can I say... Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. I went to a place and legally obtained and legally purchased a life. Let me remind you all. Adoption is just legally buying a life. Whether it be an animal or a human, you are legally buying somebody. It is just legal trafficking. Remember that. I'm hungry? Nah, I'll be fine. Elytra. Not a kitty daddy. I don't like animals. It has nothing to do with it. Like, truthfully, it's just I'm not fond of animals. I have a dog that I don't really do much with. I mean, if you were spamming, it makes some level of sense, Lucifer. I'm just gonna say that. She has... I will also say, I am a lot more lenient with some of my rules than other people are. Like, Eclipse and I have gone back and forth on, like, how to handle certain situations, especially when it comes down to, like, streaming. When we come from Twitch, where there are literally things on Twitch that stop you from spamming or stop you from doing these things, and we can't, and we have to install 2 or more bots on YouTube just to equal what Twitch already includes on it. Like, if you got banned in, say, Eclipse's chat on Twitch, myself, Tolly, Void, and I think Spoopy, and Gork probably. All people that, whether you know they stream or not, these are all friends of ours that stream. Because we share a ban list, you will be put immediately into a, like, the first time you come into our stream, it'll say, hey, like, banned individual in this chat, and it will automatically time you out the first time, or automatically warn us, so we can decide if we want to keep you banned in our channels or not. YouTube does not have anything like this. What kind of dog? He's a teddy bear. Literally, like, the breed is a teddy bear. Sorry, I didn't... I was getting there! Yeah, he's a teddy bear. He's a small little creature. Shared ban list, my beloved, yeah. It's very helpful because it means that if somebody's having a problem with one person, it's immediately banned in other chats, which is super helpful, especially when you have people, like, politely for a minute, right? If my fiance bans somebody, unless they're a regular in my chat or come around every couple of streams or, everything like that, he or she is probably cute. He is cute, I guess. If you're not a regular in, like, my stream and you're banned in her chat for whatever reason, there's a high chance you're getting banned in mine because I trust my mods. Kill the dragon? I already did. We've already killed it twice. I did that last time because somebody told me to redo it, so I did. Can't do it again. Did I miss a Tolly stream? Are you seriously telling me I missed a Tolly stream? I can't believe it. Tolly would go live and not tell me. That's totally right. We see the teddy bear? Oh, God, no. It's 1 in the morning. I'm not going to go find him and go bring him in. I don't even know if I have a picture of him handy. Do I? I think I have a picture of him handy. Redo it? I've already beaten the dragon enough times. I don't need it. Buzzkill, that's all I'm good for. Tolly, I'm gonna message him. I'm gonna message him. Where's Tolly? There he is. Just waiting for all these things to spawn so I can fix all of my armor. Really throw stuff away. Ugh. Anyway. I need the same... Yeah, no, exactly. That's literally all it is. Why am I in a cave? Because I built this, Hold on, I'll show you why. I built this spawner in here. So I'm standing over here to spawn all the skeletons so I can get a bunch of them. Guy typing speed is at least 25 miles. I've been doing it for a while. The other day I accidentally broke a chair. Why would you break a chair? Why would you do that? I've only broken 1 chair. And I broke it on the welds, which is so funny to me. I didn't break it anywhere, like, easy. I broke it on the welds, which is so fun. Anyway. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, so... Never broke a chair? Good, don't. It's not fun. Okay. You're next. Like, the problem YouTube really does not have a lot of... For YouTube being so algorithm-driven and so automated, it does not have a lot of safety for, like, streamers and stuff. It's really, really bad. Threw it across the room, breaking the wheel in the back of it, and somehow the lifty thing... Yeah, that happens. Hello, Dizzy the Alien. How are you doing? Welcome, man. Yeah, I wouldn't throw a chair around. That's usually how you break chairs. Anyway. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Every time I talk about, like, streaming, it gets so hard to justify going live on YouTube because of all the extra amount of work just to make YouTube anywhere near as hospitable as Twitch. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Like, it's a shame because I really do enjoy making stuff, especially on something like Twitch or on YouTube or TikTok. I don't have the time to sit down and edit them because, oh boy, I would. That's also what YouTube would need a mod. Here's the problem, right? I'm going to tell you all a secret, ready? Just because, and this is a real answer, okay? If you think that I don't have mods on YouTube, you are wrong. The problem is, all of my mods are in Twitch chat first, and they'll open YouTube as needed, because YouTube chat is more like the Wild West than other platforms. So it's very hard for them not to react in the same way they would on Twitch. Where YouTube, I want to give warnings because most of the people who watch are kids, even though my content is not meant for kids, no matter how many times I express this. Just want to make that clear. Welcome back, TH. It gets very difficult. It's like, I have all the same mods that are on Twitch are my mods on YouTube. Tolly, Void, Angel, Eclipse, Dan, myself, of course. Like, any one of them, we're all there. What's up, Unknown? Think of it this way. If you had an older cousin that has anger issues, would you do the same? No. No, because this is where I'm going to come off kind of, I guess, kind of rude, but my last month has not been my favorite. No, I'm an adult. I can control my anger. If somebody broke something of mine, I would just not use it, and I would be more frustrated and probably make them pay for it. Very, very few things in my life have ever been broken by somebody else, or by somebody doing something stupid. So I can't really say that. Go back up? Why would I go back up? Anyone in your Discord could join. Nope, not yet, Unknown. So there was when I was streaming every day, I was talking about starting an SMP for people, and I only say the words like that because that's how everybody's referring to them, but I did consider starting a server for members of my server to join so that they could play, and I'll build a community. And the idea was that I was going to either wipe the world every 2 months so that everybody could start fresh and keep going, or whatever. World download, you know, all the same things. But it got very complicated because, like I said, this isn't my job, so I cannot warrant the cost or ask my friends to mod a Minecraft server at all times. So, paid for it, and he never paid me back for it. I don't know how to tell you. I don't know what to tell you there, Lucifer. Why only 6 viewers? I don't know. Because I'm not entertaining. Can't help you there. Unfortunately, this old lady doesn't have a filter. Neither do I. I don't have a filter. I try when I'm on stream with people who I know are, when I know that they're, did I throw my bow away? Hold on. No. Perfect. Can I skip this song? Why am I listening to that? I've come up with a new way of... Yeah, I've come up with a new way of skipping things, so it's a little bit easier. So I don't have to keep tabbing in and out of my thing to do it, which is so much nicer. I have no idea who that is, Lucifer, so yeah, I hope you enjoy. But to kind of short answer it, I'm streaming on multiple platforms, so what number you see, Ethan, may not be the exact answer. Like, I'm streaming twice on YouTube, one vertical, one horizontal, and then on Twitch, it's both vertical and horizontal, or it should be. I actually didn't check that. I haven't tested this since, but I'm almost certain it should be working. So, yeah, I'll say it is. I don't know. But anyway, the idea is still the same. Anyway. So, yeah, I have a lot of different places on it, so I stream to multiple platforms and multiple streams, which on one side makes it really helpful, and at the same time makes it really hard to juggle chat sometimes. Luckily, chat's pretty tame right now, so they're another streamer. Polly is her and my mod. Interesting. Oh. Alright. Let's get out of this area. Alright. Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to update anybody on, because not really here's the problem, there's not a ton that I want to, like... A lot of it's personal life stuff, which I try not to put too much out on the internet, but, you know. We've hit day 950, which is always fun. I'm trying to think, what else would I say? Get out of there. Yep, we're out. You know what? I'll quickly go and show this because I know we have some new members. I'll quickly go do a little bit of a world tour. Nothing too spectacular, just some small stuff. You still need to be replaced, so do you. You? Nope, you're good. You got sharpness. You. Bigger than these cycled. So here's just all of my guys, and I just have to mark down what they're for at this point, which kind of lazy, but I haven't done it yet. Anyway, this is my little villager area where I like to try and keep my villagers. Is this your main base in the desert? No, this is technically not. This is just where I breed my villagers. But hello, Npoo, how are you? Am I allowed to give out a friend's channel? He's usually here. He just doesn't chat. Depending on the way that you do it, I'm gonna say no. The problem when you say things like that is it's the self-advertisement question, which is like, I don't strictly put it in my rules because I stand by it's just basic etiquette. It's like going into... Here's how I always explain this to people, right? It's like going into a business, like a pizza shop, and telling them, hey, can I talk about this other pizza place's things instead? It's like not a good look. It's like walking into a store and then telling somebody, you know, at the counter, hey, is it okay that I talk about your competitor here? It's a weird little, like, you know... I always say that it's like a gray area, but it's really just like, if you want to do it, I mean, it's rude as shit, so, I mean, I can't stop my mods from doing it, but I didn't think I needed to waste a rule on that, especially with how little I actually have in there. I hope that that makes sense. It's like, it's one thing when it's coming up in conversation, it's another when it's being unprompted, I guess the best way of explaining it. Thank you for subscribing, Npoo. I did not put my elytra on like a moron. I mean, that's still... I mean, if you're talking about him, that's one thing, but it's like... See, Lucifer, you missed the point there. That's kind of what I'm talking about, though. It's this gray area where, on technicality, I see where you're going with it. But, yeah, the easiest way of explaining it is, saying his name's one thing, but that's like referring to somebody who's usually in chat. If you were to then sit here and like put in their full name and everything, it's like, oh, you're like talking about somebody who's not here in the full sense, so people will go look for the channel kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, this is my main base. It has been like this for 950 days. This is partially to prove that hardcore is not a hard game, and I don't understand why people have trouble with it. I have been alive for 950 days with no walls. This is my walls. This is where I have lived the entire time I've been here, and I've been starting to, like, branch out and clean things up. So I'll go over everything quickly, but this is actually where where I live in the game. This is where I used to trigger raids from, so I used to have a villager that was in here that had nothing. We've got a Rookie here, in memory of one member of chat's dogs that had passed away. And down here we have the dog dungeon. This entire village has been kind of just scrapped out. That was my original breeding area for villagers. Down here's my enchantment room. Over here is where I started. I'll try and show it quickly. Dang it. This kind of works in my favor. This is where I had... Try and show it quickly. Oh my god. And see, I started making a little copper golem-based like sorting area in here, and I just never finished it. So they're still in there. I'll work on that at a later date. I've got one of the few things I always do in hardcore, which is just me. I always build a cobblestone generator. It's very helpful when you need materials. Like, as dumb as it is to say, to not have to sit in mine forever, but just say, oh, I'm in hardcore, take something heavy, put it on my mouse, and just let it kind of go for a bit. Just because you never know, and cobblestone is one of those main building materials. Why do you call it the dog dungeon? Why so many dogs? Because I can? So yeah, there's that. Down here, we have a little funny situation. I started building a mob farm that was in here, but this is in a river biome, so not a lot will be in there. So free will, kinda. Over here, we have our main farm, which is just so that we have food and stuff, and it's two-tiered and everything. And it's all controlled from down here, and it's auto-collecting with just some water that comes from up here. Nothing too serious. And then right over here, actually, right over here, which I know is still empty, we were going to start putting some of the new stuff that was in here. I think this is where I was going to start to like collect some mobs and put them in here. Because, you know, everybody in hardcore has to do that eventually. Over here is our little potion area, which I never actually finished. Where's the nether portal? I'll show it in a second. But yeah, here's just all those. I'll go this way, it'll actually be quicker. This chat has become a ghost town. It's okay. Just what happens. There's our little iron or copper golem that keeps getting lost, so you know. Here is the nether portal hidden in this little area. Oh, lots of things here. Here's our little nether section. Over there, if you see a little nether portal, that's our end portal over there. Not really a ton in the nether here. My nether fortress is in that direction that I've already built away there. There's a bastion straight to the right. Build a base in the nether, maybe eventually, but not necessary at the second, so. I don't really need to build much in the nether. I use it mainly for collection of materials, which I'll show in a minute. You know what? We'll quickly do this. This we only built recently because I didn't really need it, but as I started using copper more in builds, I needed beeswax. Then here we just have, you know, little bee farm. Nothing too big. And then over here, I love this stream. Well, thank you. I try to stream. It's just, it has not been a very common occurrence recently, which is on me. So over here, I was building kind of an upscaled version of a, thank you, of a, like, desert village / desert temple. So we were kind of building our own little variation on, like, what it would look like if these were to exist. This includes in here, like, traps and stuff, so. Little traps down here. If you take this one, it'll take you to the next one, but instead of doing that, I'll just show you guys where this goes. So that'll take you over here to this little water pit. We got to swim out, and then you can come out from here. And this takes you towards our towards a little bamboo farm right by the back of my area. So, and then other than that, we started 2 more big projects and kind of just left them. Just a mix of just laziness and just not having the time. I started building These two were kind of started or meant to be together, and I kind of just forgot. So this one over here was meant to be like a kind of flying, basically like a flying warship, and it was meant to be shooting fireballs at the castle, which, as you can see, I already started with the big crater underneath. But as you can probably tell, a lot of what I build is like nether-based blocks, so my nether is solely used for collection, pretty much. But yeah, that's the majority of the stuff that I have here. There's nothing really... I can't really think of anything that's like too much or, you know... Wasn't quick enough to press the buttons. But like I've spent a lot of time mining deep slate, and there it is, all my nether brick from netherrack. The amount of nether wart I've farmed. How much gunpowder do you need to join the Discord server? You know, it's now been so long, I'm not even confident in giving you an answer, so I will check it. I am almost certain that I know the answer, but I want to check to make sure. It is 4,500. Hey, you need to be disabled so nobody tests you. I really don't want people testing something new. Lemon snacks or darker snacks? I have no idea what the difference is for that. I don't really... I mean, darker as in color? Because, like, lemon snacks aren't always bright yellow. They can be. Oh, as in flavor? What do you mean, darker flavor? I feel like really, really confused at what you mean by that. Yeah, I didn't think that was worth a shot. Oh, we're fine. Once again, I'm proving that hardcore is not hard, and I don't understand why people have such a problem living over 100 days. I'm just proving the point by just doing what I normally do. Like chocolate. Okay. Yeah, probably chocolate then. I'm not a very fond of lemon personally. Alright, well, you can just bleed to death. It's fine. Go ahead. There we go. Or just straight up lemons. Yeah, I'm not fond of lemons. I know that's weird to say, but I'm just not fond of lemons anymore. Hello. Oh. You're actually a problem. You will actually be a problem because you pierce me, and I know that. You pierce right through my armor, right? Yeah, you have a spear. That's what I thought it was. You know what? What am I doing? Second. There. Go ahead. Thank you. Weakness, I'll just wait it out. Don't die? Oh, I'm not going to, don't worry. Am I right, lads, or am I right, lads? I don't know. Don't know, Case. In a long time I've been here, but whenever I see your channel, I can't help but smile, recognize someone with a calm energy. Well, thank you, Noom. It means a lot. I believe you have a different name than when you used to come in, though. Am I correct? Yeah, I will say, there was somebody who asked me if I was going to get back into streaming, and I was like, yeah. And they're like, well, are you going to keep, like, the same kind of, like, I guess, laid-back attitude? And my answer is, like, I'm just going to act how I do. If people come in and they enjoy what they see, they can stick around. I want to be someone that you can, you know, reliably watch and, you know, not feel as... I guess not be as, like, clicked into. I'm here just to make content for people. I stream so late at night that, like, I need to be calming. Otherwise, what's the point? I want people to come in, relax, and be able to, you know, fall asleep to stream. So, hello, Lucas. Do I play on any SMPs? Not really, especially not public ones. I do play on one currently, Fizzcraft, which is technically an SMP, but we're waiting for Season 2 to start before I really get back into it. I intend on making YouTube videos on Fizzcraft too, so now that everything's kind of cleared up, and then I'm working on my own story-based SMP that I'm really now happy to get back into. Going back to what I was bringing up earlier, I had a business opportunity that was going to take away almost all of my time, and I kind of put my own SMP and stuff on hold, and now that that's all gone, and like now I can get back to it, oh, I'm excited. I've been writing. I have to make sure everything's ready before everybody's informed of the start date and everything else, but yeah. It being YouTube, they probably changed it. Nah, it could just be the color. I can't see it as well. Can I join the story-driven server? No. I've kind of said this a couple of times, so I don't mind saying it again. That is a private server, so I can tell the story I've been trying to tell for years now. I originally wrote the story. This is kind of weird to explain it. I wrote it just... I think I was either just out of high school year and like in college, or it was like the year after that. One of those, it was within that time, I wrote this story and intended on doing it, and we tried doing it once during COVID, and it just didn't work. A mix of reasons, just a mix of, like, people weren't available, and then COVID had finally, you know, left, you know, great things, but it meant that everybody was too busy, so we couldn't finish it, which sucked. And Fizzcraft is not my server to invite people to. I have no way of inviting anybody onto it. So I cannot say yes to either, though. I'm sorry. Well, Lucifer, that's a shame. There should be more creators. I'm gonna say something because I've been trying to lean away from most of the topics, but we're gonna talk about them. I can tell. Peace, dude. I'm gonna go to bed. No worries, unknown. Have a good one. Finish the fan art of Creeps. Why get to see it? Be cool. Okay. I'm gonna also say another reason why I've been... I'm gonna say something, and I don't know if it's been brought up much, and I'm not asking for people to, like... I'm not asking to start a fight, okay? Just making that clear. One of the big reasons why I have not been streaming is I was raised with the morals of, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And there was something going on that I knew somebody, or, you know, it would eventually be brought up in my chat, and I'd have to say something on it. And I would not say what I wanted to say in the fullest extent, but I would have gotten my point across and been as close to nice as I could have been. But there have been a few things in content creation, especially, that have grinded me the wrong way. Kill the dragon again? Not right now. Not right now. Maybe later. Maybe at 1,000 days, even though we did it for 900. And we killed the wither for like 500 or 600 or whatever. I don't even know. I have more than one beacon, so... by the way, the only reason I really still get onto my hardcore world at this point, because I don't really play it anymore, is just to talk to chat. I like this because I don't have to think. The only time I have to think is when I'm under 4 hearts. And that doesn't happen often. And like with the spear and everything, that was the only time I actually, like, think for a second, like, know what I had to do. Not like I don't have the timing down for this either, it's just, I've kind of gotten used to it. Okay. I'm going to touch on the 2 subjects quickly. One of them's good and one of them's not. And I'm going to say it like this. I'm willing to have a discussion, but understand that I'm so happy that it got resolved in the way it did, more than anything else. What do you do in your free time? That's a great question. I don't have a lot of it. Alright. When I have free time, it is either spent with my fiance, so we can, you know, try and keep our, our relationship healthy and everything, because there are points where to wear this nicely and, at the same time not. It is very, very, very difficult to keep a relationship going, especially when we both do online work and we're both sometimes work from home. In my case, like for me, I work from home, but what I do can differ so much that I could be in my room working for 12 to 20 hours a day because I don't sleep. As you can tell, I'm up at 2 in the morning and I'm probably not sleeping till 5, fair warning, 5 EST. For those of you who are curious, I am on EST time. It is 1:38 a.m. And there's probably a high chance that I will be up till 5 in the morning and then start my day at 8. That is what my normal day is like. On a good day, I'm asleep till like noon, till like 1 p.m., which sounds bad when you listen to it, but I usually work through the nights. I actively work nights. So that's already just part of it. Do I have a good relationship with my mother? Yes, I do. And no, I don't. I wish it was better, but it's all on me. I will explain this very, very quickly and kind of get back onto the other topic. Yes, I have a good relationship with my mother. There is no issues as far as I'm aware. There's no problems as far as I'm aware. But I have gotten very testy with her, especially as of recently. For those of you who are curious on why, I'll give the full explanation. My mother, as of the beginning of this year, ended up hurting herself twice. She ended up falling multiple times. And while she's not... I want to make this clear. While she's not old, she's not young anymore, and it's been very difficult to try and get her to slow down, especially when she is hurting herself. So at one point, she wanted to try and clean out our garage that we have, and I volunteered to do it because I was going to do it while she was gone. Couldn't do it alone. So she came out to help me, and we pulled up these 3 disgusting mats that we've had for years. They're like tread printed, like vinyl. They were fine. But they held water, so they were just gross and mucky and whatever. And when we pulled them up, there was a ton of water underneath. So I was getting towels and going over it, and we were almost done. We were on the last bay of the garage, and I was just getting towels. My mother walks over to pick up a piece of trash and full on falls on the ground, hitting her head and everything onto the concrete floor. And me and my brother are trying to help her up, and she's not. And we're yelling at her because I told her multiple times. She had almost slipped twice. Have a good one, Ethan. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, go for it, Dee, if you want to. I'm not going to say no. It's very frustrating because I know that she's trying to do stuff her way and everything, and she's been getting yelled at and yelled at and yelled at to slow down and stop and let us do more things. And it's so hard for her, and I know, so I'm trying my best to not get testy, but really difficult when she is doing something that at this point, it's like, you're hurting yourself on purpose. Please just let us help you. It's kind of where it is. Yes, I have a good relationship with my mother. I do not think there's any per se ill will. She has almost always helped me whenever I have a goal in mind. She has tried to help me. When my plan was to open up an arcade, she was willing to help me get everything started. Maybe not as a monetary, thing, but as a member of my staff to help me run everything, because my father did that, and that's what she did when, her and my father were dating. So, do you bother? Both don't have hate against each other? Not really, no. No, I have no resentment towards her besides, I could put it like this. I've made this joke before. I'm not the favorite. My mother will get really testy and pissed off that I say this, but it's like this. My mother has always favored my brother, which is totally fine. I'm old enough to kind of get past it. And she'll always say something. I was my father's favorite. Yeah, but the difference was, and the difference I've said is, yeah, he's not here anymore, and I still get treated, less than him. And that's kind of where I know that I strike a nerve on her, and it's not on purpose. It's just like in the heat of anger. It's just what happens. And that's kind of the problem. It goes both ways. She gets mad that I call her out on favoritism, and then she uses that as an excuse. And my only answer that I always have is, well, I don't have that, so that excuse doesn't work anymore. It's almost like when you have like a kid who has like a comfort like stuffed animal or something, and they don't have it anymore because they're either too old or, it's been given away or given to another sibling for an answer. That excuse of, well, you had it, doesn't work anymore because they don't have that anymore. It's just one of those weird ones. Anyway. But going back to what do I do in my free time? When I have it, I'm trying to spend time with friends and family because it is hard. I know just how hard it is to keep everything in check to an extent. I lost my father when I was 18. I mean this politely. Luckily, I was an adult, in air quotes, but I really didn't know a lot, and I'm still learning things. And right now, I'm dealing with every little thing is just, I wish I could just ask him this question or this question and this question and see what he would say. But I don't have that. And the problem is my mother does not have the answers. So I just kind of make it worse. And to answer you, Lucifer, whatever your mother did, and I don't know, nor do I want you to spill your family's, your family, air your family grievances. That's what I wanted to say. It's all temporary. You have to understand that there are things that, like, a parent will hold on to forever. Like, my mother keeps pointing out that when I was younger, I wrote a letter, which apparently was, like, me saying how much I hated her and all this, and I flat out said, I don't remember writing it. Nor did I think even, I don't remember writing it, one. Two, as a kid, I don't think I remember doing it. Just how it is. Hello, Amor Mio. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. And I hope I said your name correctly. Not by that name. You'll have to tell me what your old name was. I gotta say, this is also something. Hold on. Yeah, see? There you go. Okay. Hello, Freaky James. Yes, I remember the name. Okay, I want to say something quickly before I answer Deity. Because I do want to answer Deity, thank you. I will say, I have one huge pet peeve about YouTube. I love getting people who come back, and I love getting all the repeat members of chat. That actually really makes me happy. However, do I remember you? By the way, I changed my name. Does not fucking help me. Like, at all. Like, if somebody does it on Twitch, I can you used to be able to check it and go, what was their old name? And there it would show up. Can't do that on YouTube. So, every time I get somebody who comes in with a new name, they go, do you remember me? Probably, but not by the name you have now, and that doesn't always work for most people. They're like, how could you forget me? It's not. Your name tag's wrong. You introduced yourself as this and then changed your name on me. It's not my fault I don't remember you. Like, a really weird way of putting it, but it's kind of the easiest way I've gotten to explaining this. Anyway, that wasn't meant to be a jab at you specifically, James. I just want to make that clear. That was meant to be a jab at you. Just in general, that's happened a lot. And Lucifer, I understand that, but you have to understand something I learned very quickly, which is not because like me or Eclipse. No, I've watched my cousins, have kids and everything, and there's something I learned by watching them. You're watching them grow up alongside you. You're growing up, and so are they. It's a really weird concept, especially as like a young adult / teenager / like even me. Like I'm even a little weirded out by it. Like, you guys got to realize I am. I'll make this clear. We do not talk about age in chat. I don't mind talking about my age, but I always urge people, do not speak your age, because I don't want to have to ban people for being under the age of, the terms of service here. And my rules are, to try and be 16 up, because my content's not meant for, 13 up, although that's like TOS. So anyway. Like, I'm 27 and I don't understand what the hell's going on. And that's not like me saying like, else, like, I have, I can live my life relatively comfortably. I have a family that loves me. I have, I have a fiance that I look forward to spending the rest of my life with. We have a home. We have a kitten, to my dismay. But, like, I don't know what's going on. I'm still dealing with it. See, Here's an answer to you, Lucifer. It's gonna be really weird. Dude, I'm old and don't know what the fuck's going on. Don't worry, neither do I. Here's where I'll say something, Lucifer, that's gonna come off really wrong, right? Do you hold a grudge to somebody who did something to wrong you? In any way, shape, or form? Have you held a grudge to somebody who has said something that you didn't like or whatever? Because I'm gonna say this, as weird as it is, right? I do not. I don't like to hold grudges against people unless it's something, like, serious. Not for any other reason besides I just don't care. If you piss me off in the moment, I have a saying that I've used many times. That depends on the person. See, this is the issue. You are more important to your mother, so every time that you have upset her in this way, it has probably hurt her more. Which is probably something like it. Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you all something that I mean, like, very seriously, right? When I've had problems with people in the past, I have like one bit of saying that I've always said to them that just kind of shuts them up really quickly, right? I know people who think that they are the most important people in the world, that their opinion matters more than something else, or this, that. It doesn't matter. The big thing that I've said, and this is rude of me, I want to make this clear, this is not me being nice. I had a saying, and I will explain it very clearly. I have a friend, without giving too much information, and he has heard me say this. We are still friends, making that clear. He went through a very rough patch in high school and on, which just ruined his life, basically. Hello, Artie Cookie, how are you doing today? Am I on PC? Yep, I'm on Java Minecraft. But I hope you enjoy your stay here. Welcome. We're just having some chat. If you have any questions, please, by all means, ask. I'll do my best to answer. But, you know, he kind of hurt his own life and everything. And one of the things that happened in that was, for like 4 years, I didn't talk to him. He was, you know, he was like 3 or 4 hours away and just out. He was out in the world, doing his own thing, not for the good. I want to make that clear, not in a good way. Just, he was out doing his own thing. And while all this happened, once he, you know, finally settled himself down, 2 hours away, might I add. Just want to make that clear. He then starts reaching out to us. And he is not in a good place. He's kind of rude. He's kind of, you know, miserable at times. And he made problems that didn't have to be there. And it was very hard to deal with. And at some point, he just started blaming anyone and everyone else. And I flat out told him, you know, I've lived my life with you and I've lived my life without you. It won't be that hard to, you know, it won't be that hard to never talk to you again. I have said that to a few people. There are very few people I can't say that to. Hello, Circa. Thank you for the resub. Why didn't that play? Let me give you a, whoa, there it is. Let me give you a crab rave. There you go. I don't know why that didn't play. I'll have to fix it so resubs go through. But hi, Circa. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Anyway, yeah, I've had people that have, like, I'd almost say gone back and forth on, like, who they are and their morals and everything. And I flat out told them, like, I lived my life before you. I'll live my life without you. It's inconsequential unless you're, like, someone who matters to me. And guess what? I'll put more effort in to keep that person around. I've tried a lot with this person. We're still friends. So, you know, everything's good. But there have been points. There have been points. Ad break? I'm sorry. Doing alright? How are you? I'm doing okay. Ooh, by the way, Circa, that Founder's badge looks good on you. I'd actually have to clear through some of my Founders to make sure that people could get them. And not just, you know, not just some of my friends. Talking shit a little bit. A little bit. Not really, but yeah. So, what I was going to say is, for you, Lucifer, you have to understand, certain things bug somebody more than others. It's just how it is. I can't even talk to my mom without it turning into a fight. I'm not a therapist, nor am I a licensed psychiatrist, so I can't give any information on that or how to help. But all I was going to say is, just remember that, you know, no matter what happens, family is important, but remember that it can't rule your life. But there are certain people that you should fight to keep in your life, I guess. right, I'm going to go to bed. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good rest of your night, Lucas. Thank you for stopping by. I streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Yep, I have both Twitch and YouTube. They're both having, they both have 2 streams. Both horizontal and both vertical are on both platforms. So, yep. If you guys want a more, I would say, complete view of everything, go to my Twitch. It is my name, Awsomelego123, spelled the same way you see on YouTube on Twitch. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Correct. See, I always love that saying, but there's more that I always love when I explain it. Whenever I explain that, I say, you know, the argument is blood is thicker than water, but the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, which is the full quote there. Basically saying that the people you choose to be around you are as important as the people who, you know, you grew with, if that makes sense. I have friends that I hope to never lose. I have friends that I have walked away from. And there are some that I hope I could reconnect with at a later date, but our paths are not set to go in that way, if that makes sense currently. Because of you, I found Twitch. Yeah, let's go. Like, on also getting off that sad topic onto the Twitch topic. Because I don't like being a preachy little guy, but like, if you guys want to subscribe, it's free and you can unsub if I don't make enough content for you. That's usually what happens. But if you go on Twitch, you can hear the music that you can see in the bottom left of my screen. That I'm actually gonna try and like overhaul my vertical screen soon, because it is a little annoying to have it the way it is. I really want to sit down and just redo it, but don't have walls. Why would I have walls? Walls are fake. Also, Circa, can I make a funny haha? Everyone here can hear me make a really funny haha that's like super morbid for a minute, and then I'll stop making this joke. Can I make a funny haha? Is there a reason there's no E in awesome? Like, yep. Yes, there is. Yes, I love dark humor. All right, everyone, this is your trigger warning for a dark joke. I am making it at my own expense. If other people make jokes like this, my mods will be ready to completely obliterate you from the face of this fucking planet. Be prepared. I am doing this of my own volition. Circa, trust as someone who has been no contact with their father for the last 5 years, I understand. I have been no contact with my father for 9 years. Completely different reasons, but you know. Anyway. There's your trigger warning. So the reason there's no E in my name, it's a mix of answers for why yes, why no, but it's super simple to explain. Basically, in short, when I first made my account, I did actually spell it correctly, but it was taken, and this was years and years ago. So I was trying different things to try and add, 1, 1, 2, 3, all these different things, and they just didn't take. And I was like, all right, well, for those of you who don't know, my name for my account started because I wanted to, I'm not kidding, take playlists and like take videos of people building different Lego things from like scrap Legos they had, and this was way back in the day where this was way more popular, where they would basically take a bunch of bulk Lego and they would make their own custom builds, and then the video was like your instructions. My booty. Artie, you're fine. All I mean is this. Dark jokes are good, as long as they don't cross a line. Here's what it is. My father passed away, in 2017. So, that's why I'm making that joke. So you literally made the account because of Legos? Yeah. I wanted to save Lego builds so I could rebuild them myself. Because at the time, this will shock no one, for those who already know me, one of the things that I found was somebody had made a Lego Blaster and a Lego Soundwave. Those are both Transformers in this case. And they were literally built with a cassette each, and you could build your own versions of them, and then they worked. And I wanted to build those. But you couldn't actually save those videos unless you had an account. So I made an account trying to do that. So the Lego part couldn't go, because it was basically me going, yeah, I want to make sure that, like, I know where these are, and I can make my own Lego stop motion things, or, upload my own. And I never actually ended up doing a lot of that. Instead, the name stuck, which is just wonderful for me. But it started with that, and then, well, trying out a bunch of different combinations, I deleted the first E, and sure enough, it took. And I thought it was a mistake. Like, I couldn't sign into my account because I kept trying to type it in. So I checked my email, and sure enough, the email showed I missed the first E. And from that point forward, I was like, well, I made this stupid mistake. I'll change it when I get a chance. And then I started watching this YouTuber by the name Brenny Beast. And Brenny Beast, for context, is Australian. And the first time I heard him talking, I heard the way that most Australians say the word awesome. And they don't say awesome, they say awesome with that defined W. And I started thinking, do you really need that first E to make that noise? And technically, no, but yes. And so for the longest time, my answer was, whenever somebody asked, I said, I'm saving ink, which was a joke at the reason why some of our words are completely different from, like, Imperial English in this case, where it's like color with a U and armor with a U, and why we cut those letters out was to save money on ink, and that was a joke. But it's that you don't actually need the letter to make the same word. But the only way that I've ever, like, considered my name correctly said is the way that my friend, like, Ray or the YouTuber Brenny has ever said. And if you want a little happy thoughts for that for a minute, one day I was in Brenny Beast's Twitch channel, and one of his chat members saw me, and I was just talking with him, just asking questions, didn't think anything of it. And they, like, checked my followage, and my followage showed that it was, like, the day before his like, first ever live stream on Twitch. And he's like, I remember that day. And I literally said, I'm like, well, you're the reason I made a Twitch account. I was like, I wanted to see you do your hardcore live, so I made an account to watch him. He has always been one of my biggest inspirations, and when I hit 10 years on Twitch, he ended up rating me, which is just, I cannot express how cool that was for me. That was a moment that I can't. I cannot express to people how cool that was. To have somebody that, in one way I looked up to, that I watched from a semi-young age. It's just, I can't explain it. Hello, a holiday girl. Let me quickly recheck, because I'm sorry I didn't. Dyslexic, so I never noticed the missing E. Makes it really hard to shout you out on stream. Yeah, I know. L. Brenny Beast? Yep. You have a YouTube? He used to. Yeah, he should. I'll let me check. Hold on. Oh, I was like, who the hell was I watching that rated this person? That makes sense. Yeah, it's, hold on. Yeah, no, you spelt it right. It's Brenny Beast. It's at Brenny now, but yeah. If you go in there, you'll find a bunch of his hardcore stuff, and if you go long time back, you'll find his stuff that I used to watch. I still have on this computer, because one of the things I did transfer over, all of my worlds and stuff, and I have his old hardcore world on here. So yeah. Remember Reyna? I do. Thank you for it. Thank you. I'm gonna say this with my whole chest. Thank you for telling me who the name used to be, because the amount of people who come in and tell me, hey, do you remember me? And they change their name, I'm gonna lose it. Hello, Steven. Lucifer's here. Anyway, yeah. So I'm Rain. I just changed my username. Thank you for telling me that you changed your username with that conversation, because the amount of people who come and they go, hey, do you remember me? I don't know, maybe. What was your old username? Oh, this. Thank you. The answer is yes. Not sure if this is him. Yeah, no, he hasn't uploaded. Yeah, I think his last upload on YouTube was 5 years ago, maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time. I watched him prior to this, like, long time ago, so. Completely different than it is now. I think you've told me this in the past. I think you've told me that. I'm trying to see if I'm still a part of Brenny's Discord. I should be. There it is. Yeah. I'm still a part of his. I'm still a part of his server. Oh, he's actually one of the few people. He's one of the few people that found out after the fact. Like, I have wasted VIP badges on YouTubers and creators that I like, just putting them in there. And he found that out when he came in, and he was VIP already. And I was like, oops. What stream did he raid you? It was my 10 years on Twitch. How many people do I remember online? I try to remember most of the people who come in. If you're a regular in my stream, I remember you. I have people who have been coming to my like Twitch streams for over a decade, and I still remember them, even though it's been like forever. Like, if they came in tomorrow, I know he's changed his name, so I'll bring up his old name, like the Kind Dragon and Guitarman740. What's his new one? I know it's Dark Sky 27, but I think he changed it again. Steam, answer my question. Did he change it again? Oh, well, it doesn't help that I put a nickname on him. God damn it. The Lonely SR. Like, I have all of these people that, like, if they came in, I know who they are because I'll recognize them. Yeah, but it was on Twitch. I don't think I announced my name change, but also, like, the core of my name didn't change. Yeah, no, Circa was still there, which is... It's like if I were to change my name without the Lego and just kept the awesome part, it's all it is. What's funnier is... I want to make this clear. I think you guys will... Peak House, thanks. I want you guys to know something that's even funnier. This is real. Me and Eclipse call each other by Lego and Eclipse. Like, that. These aren't, like, just online things. We actually still just... That's what we call each other. It is that much easier. Like, if it's not like a pet name like Babe or, you know, anything like that. Like, it's always that. Do you remember me? Yeah, I do. Like, we have, how I put it is, that's how we know each other. Of course, I know her by her real name that I won't say online. And of course, I make the joke over and over again. I can't believe that she is throwing away her last name for mine. Oh my god, I cannot believe that. I don't think you asked where my username came from. I remember you telling me, and I remember I was not home for it. So it was when I was streaming with Eclipse next to me when I was visiting family in Florida. Because I think we got onto that topic at some point, because there were a bunch of people sharing where they came from. Fries, eggs, and bacon sandwiches. Interesting. Hello, Stella. How are you doing today? Welcome in. So basically, you got used to to their nickname that you use it. Yeah, pretty much. Well, it's like, okay, we don't call each other by our first names because, like, here's the honest answer, right? Like brutally honest. Almost everyone calls her by her like online name. My family does. Our friends all do. Like, I think her parents are the only ones who call her by her name. And even then, it's a shortened version of her name, so you know. And then me, I mean, I think only when we're in like a group setting where there's just a bunch of us here that, you know, we all know each other IRL, then my name's used, but it doesn't really matter at that point. When Clips asked me if I still had my old account, you never asked where it came from. I think I did. Speaking of name changes, wonderful. Now we get to use Twitch's cool ability. Ready? No. Yeah, speaking of what the hell? Marathon Silkworm. Never seen that one before. That's a weird looking thing. That is where we are moving. And Scola. I don't know where that is. I'm gonna be real. I have no idea where that is. No, the little badge you have. I've just never seen the badge, so I wanted to check what it was. You have a little badge on, Stella. You might be right, Lucifer, but I could have sworn you told me, but maybe I'm wrong. Well, I'm out. See ya. All right, Steven. I'm sorry. It's so boring. Anyway, have a good rest of your night, Steven. I envy the nickname calling. Nicknames are peak level of bonding. Well, here's the problem. For you guys, you sit here and you're like, oh, it's cute nicknames. For us, it's how we knew each other. We met online. Forgot the badge existed. Yeah, that makes sense. Did you ever try playing Chameleon? Hold on. I'm gonna double check. If it's the game I'm thinking of, I own it. You're talking like Mecha Chameleon? I haven't gotten the chance to play it. None of my friends have invited me to play yet. And I'm still working on getting a bunch of friends together to play the game. But yeah, it is something that, you know. It's up to you, Lucifer. Sounds like you want to tell me, tell me so. Is stream about to end? No, not at the moment. No, I didn't plan on ending immediately. I mean, it's 2 o'clock. I should probably make sure I eat more than one meal today, so I should probably do that, but... Alright, I must go to bed. Gotta work tomorrow. Have a great rest of your stream. Have a good one, Circa. I'll be back to lurking in your streams again. I have not had time. I'm so sorry. If you ever want to play, let me know. I'm always down to play that game. I'll let you know, Circa. Smallest farm ever? I know. It does its job, though. Most people that know me don't even know how to pronounce my name, so I just let it say it. Yeah. It's 1 a.m. for me. Or for you, yeah. Not gonna lie, it would be awesome to see you tackle the Minecraft maps in that game. I've considered it. The problem isn't that, like, I don't know if Jesse's still here, but Jesse recently played it, and I've been wanting to play it, but I don't like inviting myself to things, especially when I see people, you know, playing the games when I'm not invited kind of thing. And it's one thing if they're in, like, a Discord that I can just join into, but I try not to do it. It always makes me feel kind of weird. Like, I saw Jesse and Clover playing, and I really wanted to play, but I wasn't going to say anything then. But yeah, I want to play Chameleon. I just haven't yet. But yeah, no. The weirdest part is said my name on stream. Yeah, I was greeting you. I was talking to you. What do you? Oh. Oh, do you mean like I guessed like your name because I said Jesse or Clover? Yo, 3,000 points is not millionaire, but close, yes. What was I about to say? Oh, my name is Jesse. You guessed my name. Yeah, I'm a psychic. No, I'm not. I just have a friend named Jesse. He's immortalized. Right there. He's immortalized in my ender chest, so that he may protect me when I need to die. I'm actually shocked. I don't know if you're still here, Jesse, but I'm actually shocked you came in today because of it all. Hello, bitches-o-meter. That's a great name. It's a great name. And welcome. I'm not going to read the rest of it because I'm happy you finally changed your name. Minecraft story mode. I don't know. So YouTube gets gunpowder from where? All right. So I'll quickly explain that. Then I will read Lucifer's message. Deity, that is hilarious because Rick Springfield's playing right now. And I'm assuming that's why you made the joke, but that is hilarious that you'd make that joke while Rick Springfield's playing. Especially while Love Is Alright tonight. Oh, that's so funny. Anyway. So YouTube gets gunpowder. Just by watching stream, you get gunpowder. So you on Twitch, Noom, you also get gunpowder. It's channel points. It's the same system. I had to program a system that would work for YouTube. So, just so you know, if you see people on YouTube looking at their gunpowder, it's the same thing you guys get as channel points. And as a quick reminder for those, I'm sorry to put it this way, the gunpowder usage on YouTube costs more than it does on Twitch. Because Twitch has it built in already, and YouTube does not. All of the fun alerts, they're all in there. It's not points. That would be really simple if it was. It's at the bottom. Okay, so if you're looking at the, if you're on desktop, of course, on right underneath chat, you'll see a little thing that shows a little gunpowder thing, and you can pick from all these different channel points. If you're on mobile, it should be in the same spot at the bottom right side of your chat. I can't remember. It's been a while. Why should be some like live action bullshit they actually make a Minecraft story mode movie? Yeah, they probably would. Want to know something funny? I fried Eclipse's brain the other day with her. Try to guess my old name. Interesting. My name is different. Interesting. Well, good for you. You can pay your respects however you feel you want to, Lucifer. Yep. Minecraft movie had potential. I mean, it had potential. It did have potential, and it did okay enough to get Warren a second movie somehow. Do you wait? So you think the Paramount of the Legend of Aang? Oh, okay. I rewatched all of Avatar recently because me and Eclipse are just interested in it. So she's actually never seen Avatar, believe it or not, which is really funny. And the context on that is just simply her parents were weird and like they're like, "Hey, this show is not normal and you shouldn't watch it." And I was like, "Yeah, but it's a good show," so we watched it. And you know, once she got old enough to not do it, she just never had the chance to, so we watched it. I'm excited, but it really should have been released into theaters. It really should have, but it's also understandable why it wasn't, so it's kind of one of those, I get it, but it's annoying. Here we go. I call this a command block and the Milky Way gets fucking atomized. Understandable. Minecraft movie was good, but it felt a little off, honestly. That's the problem with a lot of movies like that. They're just all like that. I'm on my mom's computer. Well, I hope that you're not doing anything bad. And don't get in trouble. I already have those points. Yep. Foreigner sadly passed away. Still had to go to work. I'm sorry. My cousin seen you're a creeper, and she made a joke and said creepers blow me up in bed. Bro. I mean, look, people are strange. I can't understand the straight up sexualization of somebody on the internet. That's just so weird. Especially of my little guy creeps here. Anyway, I'm not cool. How does one get a sticker on their name? What do you mean a sticker on your name? Are you talking like a badge next to your name, like how Deity has a star and the little like mute logo, I think? I don't understand what the question is there. When is this chat ever normal? I mean, it's been normal in the past. I have the power on my hands to make a resource pack that turns normal creepers into you. I mean, you could. I thought they were stickers. I mean, so I'll quickly go over them. So the star that you see is the subscriber badge, which is basically when you... It's basically where you pledge a certain amount of money to me in this case. It's basically like giving a tip. Not necessary, and I always appreciate those who do it, but it's not necessary. Watching without audio is just that, and then there's other ones, like I know on mine I have like a Totodile and things from like the Pokemon ZA release, so Twitch has a bunch of badges, so yeah. I don't have control over those stickers. I have emotes that are on Twitch that you get for subscribing. 4 months to my birthday, by the way. Congratulations. Happy early-ish birthday that's very far away. You know, I really got to figure out what I'm doing in November this year. I'm really in between if I'm going to do... I don't know, we'll see. I guess we'll just see. I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to spoil it. Like, I'll go get noms for yapping sesh. Eventually, I'll go get food when I'm done with stream. That's all. What do you think would be your worst tortured villager? The villager that lived in this little hut that I used specifically to start raids. And I'll show you why. He lived in here for a very long time. And then he got transported all the way over here to now be my raid farm villager so far away from people in the middle of the ocean. So objectively, probably him. Probably this guy. He's probably the most tortured I got. You guys need a totem? Dollar General build when? Why would I build Dollar General? Why would I do that? That's a great question, but why? Abuse with extra steps, kind of. In this case, kind of. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to put here yet. I haven't really decided. I'm kind of in between what I want to do here. Because this should be more than one chunk by, like, a bit. I need a totem so I can stay alive for a while. I mean, I got tons. So this was... Oh, that's right, these were all empty. So this was all the sand that I used for this. Do I have a stream schedule? It's a loaded question. Give me another stream, and then I'll give you a really good answer for that. So I'll quickly explain something for a minute. Giant wool statue of Eclipse. I've considered building her, but then I'm gonna have people ask me to build their characters, and I just don't feel like doing that. It's a lot of extra work. You're the bomb? Well, thanks. I'm a creeper. Tell me one time you haven't even seen a Dollar General every 2 seconds or ever. Fun fact: the first time I saw a Dollar General was out of my state. There are some in my state, but the first time I saw them was out of my state. There are not a lot in my state, let's put it like that. I know where there's one. It's close to where I moved, like to where I bought a house with my fiance. But other than that, yeah, no, there are not a lot around me. We find more Dollar Trees and Family Dollar more than we do Dollar General. What state am I from? A state. The state of denial. Anyway. So the reason I don't have an answer for you, Noom, is at the beginning of this year, I streamed pretty much every day until I just needed a break for a little bit, and then work got in the way, and then life got in the way, and then just everything else. And as I had kind of expressed earlier, while I don't make much money from stream, I don't mind actually saying it. I think I make like $40 from stream a month. So for me, it's not really worth me putting a ton of time into it, especially when I have work and everything else. Like, I do this when I have free time. But I would love to stream more often and try to get into just streaming. But it's really hard when I'm kind of splitting my time between, my mother's home and my house, for instance, and trying to keep everything in line, make sure everything's going well. It's a lot. And I would love to do more IRL streams, but I'm kind of in that weird point of where I don't need to show my face. I don't really want to, nor do I really want myself being out there. Which is kind of why, like, for November, I'm debating what I'm going to do. Because in November last time... Or not last month, or not last year, God. 2 years ago, we did a podcast around, because I have a bar that we had built, and we have all the microphones ready. We actually did a podcast set down there, and it was really fun, and a lot of people enjoyed it, and we always intended to continue doing it, and just... life got in the way, and then we actually had water damage in there, so we've got it all repaired. Now it's just in a state of disarray, because we haven't had a chance to really go in there and fully clean everything, nor get the cameras all set back up. So I really want to do that again, but I hope that makes sense. I haven't decided yet how we're going to do it, but if we're doing it for charity, then, of course we do things, to raise money for charity as, within the, limits of what's allowed and stuff. So it's more of a hobby than a job because I'm a programmer. That's what I do. I'll say this again for the 100th time. I would love to make this a job. I just don't know if I don't know if it's possible, especially in this day and age. Like, I can tell you all right now, if you're not paying attention to Streamer University, you really should. It's at least a good thing to, like, pay attention to and watch, especially if you're a content creator. I have always followed, like, when people have all these tips and stuff, I actually do collect a lot of them, see which ones I agree with, see which ones I don't from being on the platforms for so long. And I kind of live by a lot of them, just for that. I make 1 cent every stream I make. Still better than nothing. And that's also, by the way, 40 is when I'm, like, streaming a lot, not, like, every couple of streams. That's, like, when I stream, like, you know, 3 weeks out of the month kind of thing. From the State of Depression, puts emo image. Wolf pulling back hair from left eye. Interesting. Saying random things. What was it like? I think it was 10 feet 20, the Flower Man, or something like that. Not your actual location, but, like, your state currently, i.e. country or country. I live in the United States of America. I live in a state of the United States of America. You missed my message? I was reading it, Lucifer. I was trying to finish I was trying to finish my thought before I got to it. Some streamers make 4,000 per stream, and they stream every day. Yep. That got blocked? Why'd that get taken down, huh? Why did that get retracted? That's wild. Do I think women will ever understand the men hive mind? I don't know. I asked if you're Australian. No, I answered my... That one, I didn't see that message. But no, I am not Australian. I think my answer... Yeah, I don't know why it got retracted. That's weird. Dosh program, I've never been there, but I heard it's hard. You asked a question that got retracted. I don't know why, but I checked. I even double-checked chat, yeah. No, Lucifer, I answered that. I am from the United States. I live on the East Coast. That's about all the information I give. My favorite Minecraft update? I love when people ask that question. Because it always goes back and forth. I have, like, multiple answers. I will say this right now. I think the best version of Minecraft was 1.12 for the sake of what it did for modding. Well, that's a problem. Just trying to fix this, guys. Alright, time for me to say something heretical. I don't play this game with sound. Actually, I play no games with sound, so I didn't hear the creepers. Can you believe I've lived 956 days and I don't have sound on? I live in the Earths. Please don't dox me. Yeah, part of the reason I don't say where I live, like, any further than, like, what I'm specify is simply people are weird. Oh no, don't you dare.
Use mouse cursor or tab button to select options. Accessibility. Narrator off.
Not sitting here while the narrator yells at me. Yeah, it's not... It is nothing against, like, individual people. It's because YouTube chat is saved. So there is just straight up a chance that somebody's going to see it and go, I know that place, and then go from there. Like, I used to talk very openly about where I'm from, and I don't really hide it, but I haven't really answered it since streaming on YouTube again. And that's just because I am not trying to, like, give people the option to, like, I wouldn't say find me or my family, but, like, there are things I say that definitely are giveaways, and it's not hard to figure out where, you know, where I am, if that makes sense. I eat soap like I eat my utensils. Hello, military grade waffle. How are you? I'm sorry I didn't read that. Dark jokes. I mean, people can make dark jokes. That's fine. Love the Earth. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the only thing I really give people whenever I talk about it is I live on the East Coast. And I only say that because I use EST timeline. That's it. Joke slash. Dock someone from height to location. Yeah. Now, like I said, there's a ton of stuff, and especially in the age right now with, like, to give an example, like with the whole flock camera problem that people are having, where these cameras are just showing up and they're doing all this stuff. you can't be too careful because like those are now going to start tracking you through like your car's Bluetooth and like what your car's connecting to the thing. Like they're going to basically look up the Bluetooth code from cars and like that. Yeah, this is kind of like I don't know how true it is, but I do know that it's like a bit of fear mongering, but it is also like kind of true from what I've seen. Like it's possible, which is horrible. But mic's muted. Yeah, okay. We'll try again. I mean, I don't know who this awesome guy is, but you're not trolling me. I'm not that bad. BRB gonna go get Powerade? You go. You got that. Build secret rooms in your base when you're playing single player? Yeah. 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 Both from the east part of the US. It's not ironic at all. It's actually quite common because of the states that are over here. Quite often I build secret rooms. Like a lot. Like really, I do it a lot. It's not really ironic as much as it is like it's statistically more likely to be East Coast than West Coast to an extent because of my time stream and my timeline and when I like stream and everything. I usually get people from Europe. So if I get an American, it's either somebody from, you know, from the West Coast and they usually specify that, or there's somebody who is chronically sleepy and should be. I have no idea who Connor is, Lucifer. But anyway. Yeah, so I do build a lot of I build a lot of secret bases. 100 has a huge ass cavern. I can show you a big I can show you a big cavern. So this is even more interesting if you want. The world generation in this world is actually different from what you would generate now. Because of the fact you missed my chat. What? You just said that's awesome. That's all I saw. Did I miss anything else? No, I don't think so. Gotcha. Yeah, so because this was originally made with the snapshot for the Caves and Cliffs update, my caves are like super different from the ones that generate. Mine are super steep in ways that they normally wouldn't be, which is always fun, so you know. Anyway, missed a joke then. Were I in the back rooms? Nope. Nope. No, I have not been in the back rooms. I actually did go see that movie twice, though. Me and a bunch.
Boy who makes other boys get a sex change.
Thank you, Inspirobot, for the inspiration. I'm back with cookies and Powerade. That's an interesting combination. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you, Inspirobot, for the inspiration. Oh yeah, so we went to go see the movie twice because like, one, we all watched the back rooms and everything, but we went to go see it with the extended cut, the Everything Must Go edition, which included like part of the next I think the next analog horror episode. So that was fun, definitely fun. So I'm on Bedrock on my PS4. Pray for it. It's about to die, and every time I lag out and the music replays, a small segment scares the shit out of me. I just feel like I'm in an ARG. That's funny. Oh, did it go? Yeah, it went. It went. I forgot there's a delay on that one. It's 2:30. I'm ahead to sleep before I sleep all day. Good night. Good night, Noom. I'm back. Welcome back, DH. I'm just waiting for people to acknowledge it. Never mind. Yeah. So PNG has a chance to change between a bunch of random PNGs that I have. That's all. So that's all. This is just one of them. I like your new avatar. Thanks. Nobody else does. They'll think it's creepy. It's not my favorite, but this is definitely better than the original version of it. I just want to make that clear. This is the improved version. Believe it or not, GTA 5 fucking runs better on my PS4 than Minecraft. That doesn't shock me. To be brutally honest with you, it does not shock me at all that that's true. Minecraft continuously gets updates in a way that makes the game very, very hard to run unless you're running modern hardware to an extent. Because the more they add on a game that was basically already a ported version of an old game, it's not the same. GTA, on the other hand, while it got new content, it didn't change the core game itself. And if you did, you had to get an upgraded version of the game anyway, so, you know. Dear God, why? It's because somebody wanted it. I hate the eyes, it's creepy. I know you guys don't like it. I can't change it. Somebody paid good gunpowder for this. Does transform still not work? I don't know. It shouldn't. Maybe I can check. It wasn't working the last time I tested it, but sometimes Minecraft Bedrock is so poorly optimized. Minecraft Bedrock is so badly optimized. It's part of the reason I still don't play Bedrock. Why I still play Java. Ow. My eyes. Just waiting. Say it's going to change in a second. I already can tell it should be over soon. Hello, Mr. Jesse is cool. How are you? Change it back. This one's creepy. It'll change back on its own. It's automatic. It says his name is... I don't know what you're referencing. Military. I did the PNG and Inspiro. Yeah. I don't know if the... I don't know if Transform still works. Give it a moment. It'll be over soon. Anyways, I drink water. Good. You should take care of yourself, and drinking water is part of that. There we go. We're back. We are back. I mean, Lucifer, if you want to risk your points, go for it. I can always give them back, but yeah. I don't know who this yellow ball is? No. No. I will not, thanks. Thanks for asking military grade waffle, but I will not, thanks. How much is it? I don't know. Should be 1,500. Should be 1,500. You could try. I mean, I don't know if it's going to work. Like I officially made 3 packs of Minecraft Bedrock because, yeah. Congratulations. Fun fact, if you get a GTA 5... Fun fact, if you get a GTA 5 disc now, you get the Returning Player DLC. I think it's a DLC anyway. But you used to buy the DLC with an enhanced disc. Interesting. It's fine. I'm okay with it. Let's go. Really running out of things to say. It's okay. So am I. Okay, hold on. Wait. So maybe it will work. Hold on. No, Lucifer, you're going to have to redo it again. Somebody else did it, so because it can't take 2 of the same command at the same time. It changes so it get since the game for so long. Yeah. When do I think I'll be streaming again? I hope in the next week. I hope within the next week. I'd like to try to get back to this. Back? Yes, it is already. Alright. Let me try. See if I can get it to work. It'll work. No, I did not know that military grade waffle. That's an interesting one. I have to hide underneath my blanket. Well, if you are hiding underneath your blankets because you shouldn't be awake, you should go to sleep. I guess it doesn't work yet. I don't know. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It's weird. Weird. That it? Is that all I'm missing? I think I figured out where the problem came from. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's try that one more time now. We love fixing things on the fly. That'll work. Nope, didn't work. Okay. I was hiding from the other PNG. Yeah, that's understandable. Just remember, make time for each other. Oh no, we do. That's not something we don't do. It's just I put that above everything else. And that's it. Weird. Lucifer, you should restart your app. Only thing I can see right now, it's weird. Never say that word near a Deltarune fan. I mean, it's not my problem. Be cool. The longer you play the world, the more destroyed. It looks as if it was withering away or has been abandoned. I have considered making a mod that's like that, but it's just kind of not worth it. It's not a lot of people who'd use it. When I splashed a bunch of potions on me, I got the achievement called How Did We Get Here? Anyone mind explaining? I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Hello, M words or I don't know what I think I used to call you. Didn't I used to call you? Didn't I just used to call you M? I think so. Or for me now, I hear keyboard smashing. No, I'm not smashing my keyboard. I'm trying to check something. To see if this is working correctly. It should be now. Okay, those are all correct. Hold on. I see what happened here. That's so simple, too. Wow, that's so simple. It's so simple to fix. There we go. Alright, I've now fixed transform. That's on me. Watch this. I figured it out. It was so simple. Hopefully it'll actually show now. Can I buy anything with 890? You should. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, there it goes. Haha.
Our worlds are in danger.
So funny. I gotta move that so that's above chat now. Ah! A good start. I can now put that below chat box, or below the alert, so it'll actually look really funny. Okay, there we go. Yeah, if you do exclamation point shop, you can see what we have. Let me jump back up and read things. I'll explain. Let's start from the very beginning with how devices and apps are made. I know they're made. I make those. I'm surprised I have the world files from the ancient Minecraft Craft Vegas. Interesting. It was like watching your big brother play Minecraft and him showing around his world. I mean, that's kind of what I do in this case, just to make people feel at ease. It's my goal is to try and make people feel calm and entertained, especially because I stream so late at night. I'm not I hate how, like, sporadic content creation has kind of gotten to an extent.
Open your heart and let your best friend become your bitch.
Oh. Huh. You lotteried and Inspiro bots. That's fun. One time my sister had dipped PB&J in ranch. I cried for several hours. Unfortunate. Those files from 2015 or something like that. Understandable. I have files older than that. What can I buy with... I was just reading that. Oh, the 890? I was going to say Inspiro and probably PNG, I think. No, PNG should be 1,000. Back in the 1930s, people used to think... things like old cameras, which would roll really old pictures, and they would add audio roller, and that's how people... I'm trying to read! Watch movies and TVs that work by pitch moving so fast and it looks like animation. Yeah. Would you rather be stupid, but everyone loves you, or be smart, but everyone hates you? I'll be honest with you. Neither. Neither. I'm kind of comfortable with who I am. People don't like me anyway, and that's fine. I still love Sonic and Mario. Yeah, it's great. I love them too. Stupid? Alright, well, sorry. Those MC World files have something wrong on them because I can't download them, though. Yeah, that makes sense. If they're old enough, they're also not compatible with new Minecraft. They won't let you load it anymore. Alright, guys. I've been live for about... Oh, hello, Zeph Yang. It's a shame you come in right as I'm about to end stream, huh? Had a virtual race with friends on Formula Truck. Hopefully you won. But what I was going to say is I'm probably going to end stream and figure out if I'm going to go get food or not, as it is 2 in the morning. 3 in the morning, almost. Need to figure out food and stuff. But yeah, I will see you all hopefully soon. I don't think I'll be live tomorrow. Just flat out don't think it'll happen tomorrow. Maybe in the next... hopefully by the end of next week, I'll have another stream set up. Like I'm watching with 2 devices? Well, thanks. But anyway, guys, I will see you all. Thought like I was doing live stuff at this hour. I am. Oh, Zeph Yang, I normally would. I have literally... Okay, my day has consisted of me having to keep my dogs safe and sane because of the thunder and stuff that's been going on in my area. And then I had to drive almost an hour and a half to a mall to go pick up an item for mine and Eclipse anniversary. So I haven't had a chance to sit down for a meal that wasn't like a quick fast food stop. So I'd like to get food. If you want, I'll stay, I guess. You have a wonderful evening. Yup, have a good one, everybody. I probably won't be streaming Monday. Either Monday or Thursday has something like super important on it, so I probably won't be streaming whatever day that is. I'm going to try and figure out how to give a real schedule, but we'll go from there. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I will see you all next time. Have a good rest of your day. And remember, it will get better.